19-year-old toolmaker from Oxford. Andrew Saxton, successful with 140 kilos with his first lift in the snatch. Seen the New Zealand lifter and the Canadian both do 145. He's got to get this up. Failure at 145. That's his last attempt. And now the final opportunity for the young Englishman, Duncan Dawkins, to challenge perhaps for a medal in this category, where the lifter's body weight is approaching 15 stone and 10 pounds. The men are getting bigger and the weights are getting heavier. 147.5 kilos on the bar, which will equal his personal best. It would also equal the lift of Kevin Blake of New Zealand. It wouldn't be good enough to put him ahead of Blake, because Saxton is considerably the heavier man. Just 18 years of age. Yes, he's done it. A personal best equalled at 147.5, and that's the time to do it in top Commonwealth competition. Puts him in second place behind the New Zealander Blake, and we still await the appearance of Dennis Guerin of Canada. But a terrific lift for the young Englishman, who now can think about seriously challenging for a medal in the second half of this competition, the clean and jerk. And this is the man that we've been waiting to see, Dennis Guerin of Canada. The 23-year-old Canadian record holder describes himself as a full-time athlete from Quebec, opting to come into this competition with the bar now increased to 150 kilos. Well, his personal best in this 100 kilogram class is 157, although in the heavier division has lifted 165. Drives up from the thighs, and that's the performance of the man now in gold medal place. Puts him into the lead in the competition. Also trains this man, he says, to throw the discus and put the shot.
And here he is, Gill, Canada,
and favourite to take the gold here. Meanwhile, the final lift for the Indian-born Canadian, Ajit Gill, successful at 145, now attempting to equal the lift of Dennis Guerin, 150 kilos on the bar. 23 3/4 stone. This will equal his best that he's ever done. Couldn't quite achieve it. Has to settle for 145. So this 23-year-old Canadian PE student
55 of the weight.
Finished 12th in the Olympic Games in 1984. Favourite for the gold in this sub-heavyweight Commonwealth competition. Already the leader, but only by 2.5 kilos from Dawkins of England and Blake of New Zealand. Desperately keen to extend that lead with this final attempt at 155. This looks good this time. Yes, steadier on his feet. Clenched fist to the audience and probably the referees as well. He knew he could do it. The first time it was disallowed, not the second. So Guerin leads at the halfway stage with 155 kilos, ahead of England's Duncan Dawkins with 147.5. Kevin Blake of New Zealand also lifted 147.5, but Blake is the heavier man, so Dawkins is ahead of him in silver medal position. Duncan Dawkins of England, this 18-year-old weightlifting prospect knows that he now has to get into new areas if he's to take a medal in this sub-heavyweight competition. In second place after the snatch, equaled his personal best in the snatch with 147.5, has already equaled his personal best in the clean and jerk with 175, and now attempting 180 to put himself back into the lead and overtake Gill of Canada. So this is the hard part. Flex himself, drives it up, hold the leg steady. Yes, he has a new personal best for Dawkins, and back in the lead. Terrific lifting from this 18-year-old youngster.
Both feet all the time.
So Kevin Blake of New Zealand, having seen that lift by Dawkins, knows that he's now got to increase the bar yet further to 182.5 kilos in the clean and jerk, which would put him back into the lead with a total in the competition of 330 kilos.
Blake, New Zealand, third and final attempt, 182.5 kilos.
Now he has clean and jerked 190 in the past, so he knows that 182.5 is within his grasp, but this is his third and last lift. This to dislodge Dawkins. No, it's not there. A failure then for Blake. And that leaves Duncan Dawkins of England ahead in the competition at this stage, but we still have to see Gill of Canada and Guerin of Canada in the clean and jerk. Gill's made one successful lift at 180. Guerin hasn't yet appeared. So now Duncan Dawkins leading in the competition, and he couldn't have expected that really when he came to Edinburgh to compete in this Commonwealth competition. Just 18 years of age, one of the bright young prospects in English weightlifting.
Yes.
Equaled his personal best in the snatch, equaled it in the jerk, and then improved it with that lift of 180 kilos. He leads in the competition with a total of 327.5 kilos. Although the man who's favourite for the gold, Dennis Guerin of Canada, hasn't yet come out to start in this second half of the competition. And Dawkins now going for 185. If he's successful with this, well, oh, powerful boy, he drives up with the thighs. This will increase his personal best on the diet by 10 kilos. Yes, surely he had to hold it a long time till he got that approving buzzer. But that's terrific lifting from the youngster who competed in the World Championships earlier this year and last year. Approving cuddles from Mike Pearman and slaps on the back. Terrific lifting. A total then of 332.5 kilos for Dawkins of England in first place. Guerin of Canada yet to lift, but this could well be good enough for the silver medal. Andy Saxton, 19-year-old toolmaker from Oxford. His third and final lift in the clean and jerk, 187.5 kilos. This, if he's successful, will give him a total of 327.5. And we'll put him in second place. Yes, yes. Now this is 5 kilos more than his previous personal best. Grab sideways, hold it steady, he will. A smile's on the face because he knows he's got it. Terrific. Oh, what marvellous lifting here tonight by the two young Englishmen who were put in the competition to gain experience and now occupy silver and bronze medal places. And that is marvellous. And our first look at Dennis Guerin of Canada. The leader after the snatch comes in with 190 kilos on the bar. that lift wins the gold medal in the sub-heavyweight division. Guerin waited in the warm-up area. He watched all the other competitors, came out for his first lift and confirmed the gold. If he's successful with this 22-year-old Indian-born Canadian will total 335 kilos in the competition, which will put himself second in silver medal place, pushing Dawkins back to bronze and Saxton back to fourth. But he's only got one attempt to do it. He's got to do it this time. No, he's going down. Well, he's down on one knee. Disappointment for Gill. But that means there are two medals here for the English lifters. Gill's final attempt in the clean and jerk. But once the knee was on the canvas, then the lift was dead, and he knew that the chance had gone.
Lowered to 205 kilos.
Third in the Canadian National Championships earlier this year, describes himself as a full-time lifter, and that right knee drops and his head drops in dismay and disgust. He couldn't do it.
5 kilos.
And the bar has been increased to 205 kilograms.
Has the gold medal secured, and this will give him a new games record in the jerk and total.
And as you heard, the MC, Ken Holland, announced this will give him a new games record for the jerk and also total poundage, total weight in this sub-heavyweight division. Already the Commonwealth record holder at 215 kilograms. This for the games record. Yes, and who's to say there isn't more to come? That breaks the games record in the clean and jerk. And also a new games record for the total lift. And he still has one lift to come.
15.5 kilos.
And he drives it up with so much conviction that you have to suspect there's more lifting to come yet from Guerin.
Commonwealth record, 215.5 kilos.
Already the gold medalist in this sub-heavyweight competition, now making an attempt at a record. This is outside the competition, that's already finished. But attempting here to lift 215.5 kilos in the clean and jerk to better his own Commonwealth record of 215. He's added half a kilo. Oh no, you could see him getting smaller under the pressure of the weight, shrinking back down to the platform. He couldn't do it. But he's the gold medalist.
And he won it well, but the English teenagers, Duncan Dawkins and Andrew Saxton, well, they put Luke in from Australia. Would he